Happy summer solstice from New England. It is so beautiful right now, and it's like golden hour, which is perfect. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Rachel. I normally talk about personal finances, but I got a comment on a video this week. Thank you, Estelle, for the comment, asking me to insert some footage of all of the fun things that I've been doing, that I've been talking about lately, and it made me realize, first of all, heck yes. Here's some footage. As you can see, like, live music has occupied probably the bulk of my social life for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, I guess, since I quit my job. Estelle's comment got me thinking, I would love to do that one day. And then right then I was like, what do I mean by one day? What is this one day? I don't know. I keep thinking when I have a house or when I have a more exciting life. I don't know. Like, I'm having an exciting life now. Why am I not sharing it? So, especially it's summertime in New England. Why am I not filming outside? Hello. So, like I said, I normally talk about personal finances, but this video is definitely going to be a hard left from that. And so I'll say right now to my regular subscribers, if you are maybe a bit more on the conservative end, you might not want to watch this, just because I am going to be talking about my personal life and some aspects that you might not want to hear about. So yeah, but now that that's out of the way, music, right? You guys, I have been meeting the coolest people through music, and so you always ask as well. I listen to reggae. I love reggae. I've loved reggae for years, but I've been introduced to new bands lately that are just so good. I love them. Like The Movement, The Elevators. You guys, top 2 right now. And let me tell you what, Mr. Johnny Blaze, lead guitar of The Elevators, outside and inside, he is a beautiful human, and I have a major crush on him, obviously. But yeah, funny thing is, I saw them play New Year's Eve for the first time, and I didn't know their names. I had just found out about them a few months before that. But I still loved their music, so obviously it was a great concert. But a few months later, at the end of March, I saw The Movement, and Johnny and one of the other guys from the band actually opened for them. They did a couple songs. That was a surprise. And in between sets, after the next opener, or the last opener, I went to look for the bathroom, and Johnny was at the back at the merch table, and I was passing by, and he like kind of turned around at the same time, and we almost slammed into each other face first, and I was just like, whoa. Like, I know who this is, but I don't know his name. I know I've seen his face, and it was just like a big, beautiful head of dreads, and he was just like and I 100% guarantee I had the dumbest ass look on my face, and I just panicked and ran into the bathroom. Man. There, I'm just gonna set you guys down, film the rest of this. So freaking embarrassed, right? So 2 weeks later, funny thing, they actually live about an hour and 45 minutes away from me. So they announced that they were doing a meet and greet a couple of weeks later at a local weed dispensary. So I was like, ooh, definitely, this is my chance to maybe redeem myself a little bit. So of course I go and I pull in, and there's Johnny, first person I see sitting there on the sidewalk. I'm like, oh God. But it's fine. He's totally cool. He's so damn nice. Obviously, I told him my embarrassment, and he was just like, oh my God, no, I don't ever feel embarrassed. So I met some really cool people there as well, and they were like, oh, you should stay around tonight. Johnny's gonna be playing at the local bar like he normally does with this other guy. So I'm like, okay. And it has just been one string of live music after the next, and it's been so amazing. I love reggae music. It is so good. Basically just all more love, less hate, right? And the system is fucked up, and that sucks. You should try to not be a slave to money. And those are like the main concepts, basically, of reggae. Okay, we had to move a little. My foot fell asleep. Speaking of all of the, the system is fucked up, it seems like more and more people are also starting to think along those same threads. I feel like I can't do one swipe on Facebook or Instagram lately without coming across a handful of posts or reels about people straight up captioning their shit like, here's my middle finger to the system, starting one day at a time. It's like they're starting to learn how to make bread. Everybody's getting chickens, everybody's planting a garden, or moving off grid to the land. And it's homeschooling has been coming up hard, and I don't even know why. I don't even have kids, but everyone's homeschooling lately and really, really emphasizing letting kids be kids, play out in nature without helicopter parenting, and it's okay for them to get hurt, to learn boundaries, that things hurt you, and your whole life doesn't have to be the whole 9-to-5 structure that you start learning in kindergarten, right? So it's just a collective awakening, and I don't care if you think that that's woo-woo or weird or call it whatever you want, however you want to look at it. That shit's been punching me in the face lately, and I know I'm not the only one because of all these things that we are seeing. Because speaking of all of the system is fucked up, you shouldn't live for money shit, that you guys know, as I just recently left my 6-figure high-paying job that I was like so toxic, and it was killing me, and I stayed there far longer than I should have, but it's because I put an end goal on my time there. And originally when I started, it was, I want to work here until my student loans are gone. And then a couple years after that, it was like, I kind of want to go towards financial independence as well, so I started investing as well. And then the pandemic happened, and the student loan forbearance and all of that. So the forbearance definitely dragged out my timeline, and it helped foster me staying there longer than I should have, until I got to the point where I was really like, it was beyond depression, beyond toxicity. It was disgusting, and wow. But that's just, it is like, I was so worried about leaving there because of money. I felt really, as I've mentioned before, like I was just gonna like crash right back down to being broke all the time, and there was nothing in between, right? That's so not the case at all. This is the only little bit I'll talk about finances about during this video, but I stayed there because of money, and the whole last 3 years of my YouTube channel has been money, and my money, and it's like, wow, when you loosen the grip. And I was scared to death after I quit, and I was still in panic mode. It took me a little while. I'm probably still kind of coming out of it, but it was a gradual process. But I really, really loosened my tight grip on money, and it had to be done. Like, when you're choking something to death, holding it too tightly, it's never gonna happen. Like, that's the watched pot that doesn't boil, right? You gotta let go. And shit, it took me far too long to realize that. I didn't even realize it until after I had already made the switch. But like, there's just been a whole kinds of shit that's been going on lately. But it's incredible now that I've let go of that job, the amount of money that has come into my life. Like I've told you guys, the student loan refund out of nowhere that I forgot I requested a long time ago back during the pandemic. So I got my $25,000 back, and then that same day, finding out about my pension, or like what I could do with it. I knew I had one, but I didn't know how much was in there or what to do with it. But after finding out about its measly ass returns, I decided to cash it out. That's another $17,000. That's in one day. And then a week later, I bought that concert ticket and the one night stay on Nantucket that was $900, that I was okay with because I loosened the grip at that point. But I was still like, oh, okay, that's definitely the biggest purchase I have made since leaving my job. And that fucking day, I'm not joking, I go to my mailbox and there's another random little student loan refund for $1,083. What the fuck? Like, you guys, loosen the grip. You gotta loosen the grip. You gotta let it go. You know, you gotta trust that you're gonna be okay. Like, how insane is that? And it's just like, ugh. Alright, that's as much as I'm gonna say about finances, I think, but damn. And that's just the money aspect. Like, wow, you feel physically a lot better, obviously. Getting normal sleep, my circadian rhythms are back to normal. I've probably regulated my hormones, you know, just not fucking stress eating. I've lost about 15 pounds, just not even trying. I've not changed my exercise one bit. I'm still going. I'm still weightlifting 3 days a week and walking as many days as I can, which is usually 6-7 days a week, but nothing else has changed. So, but I think I'm dumping a whole lot of emotional baggage too. Like, you guys know I did that money mindset video recently where I said I'm like trying to let go of limiting beliefs that were ingrained in me through my childhood and early adulthood from, unfortunately, a parent figure, but it is what it is. One, it's the family curse. We're always going to be broke. And then that same person also was, men suck. They're always going to leave. So I've been also dropping a shitload of emotional baggage left and right, and it's been so lovely. Yeah, 100%. Don't think I ever really believed that I was always going to be broke and that it was some weird family curse, but it was so convenient and it felt so nice to commiserate with her when I was having money problems. And so deep down, I always knew it was bullshit. And now I'm just openly saying that's bullshit. So that's been nice. And what else? Yeah, money, emotions. Oh man, there goes the sun. That's okay. From clearing bright to dark now. I don't know. It's just been really lovely. I also do not speak negatively about myself 1 ounce. I haven't for a couple months now. When I used to stand in front of the mirror and trash myself, you know, and I just like, oh, I just don't do that anymore. I don't know. Granted, okay. Here's where the sensitive earmuffs, okay? I love plant medicine, okay? And I'm of age, consenting adult, and I can say that out loud. It is legal here, and I no longer work for a dictatorship, so I can do whatever the fuck I want with my body now. So, that being said, you guys, I watched the documentary How to Change Your Mind. Oh, it's a docuseries, really. How to Change Your Mind on Netflix. If you have not watched that yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend. That movie series blew my mind so much. And what was so beautiful about it was I was just totally engulfed into the healing stories. And it was so, so beautiful. So, like, circling it back around to everyone I'm seeing on social media kind of like collectively waking up. I get it. Like, God, watch that docuseries. I don't even know why. I only watched it because I love Michael Pollan. I think I've maybe mentioned it a couple times, but I've been plant-based for like 7 or 8 years now. And he's really big in the plant-based world. And I think he's so fantastic. So I will watch anything that he puts out. I love that. If you feel like you might want a different perspective on things, I would recommend watching that. So anyway, needless to say, I've been doing a lot of, like I said, emotional healing and dumping of old baggage and bullshit beliefs that are not true for me at all, that I do not believe at all. More self-love, speaking only positively about myself and to myself, and it has been so wonderful. So wonderful. It's definitely in the air right now. If, like, comment down below if you're with me, if you can feel me on this. Like I said, I know I'm not the only one. people all over social media are, oh my gosh, there was a reel I came across last night of a woman standing in her jammies next to her garden bed with a hose just watering her garden. The caption on it was, shout out to all the women, I don't know, holding it down, trying to be responsible, but also like low-key healing generational trauma. And I was just like, yes, queen, I see you. So again, I know it's not just me, so comment down below if like you guys have been feeling it too. I don't know. Even if you are a little bit and you like feel like you want to cut some bullshit out of your life, or just like feel better in a way, or deal with some, I don't know, mental things that have just been hanging around too long. There's definitely healing energy in the air right now. I'll definitely lean into that though. It's been so lovely. It's kind of nice to know you're not having to do it alone either. So, guys, just riding this one wheel around the beach. Kind of love it. I don't know if I talked about any of this in any sensical order. I love personal finances. they will always be a part of my life. And I will always be sharing them here, but I'm just going to be adding more fun videos too, and maybe more personal, like more bits about my personal life. Nothing crazy. My boring videos, just in me in my chair talking to you about one sliver of my life. I am just not a boring sit in a chair kind of person, so it's like it feels more authentic to share more, and I've always wanted to. And again, thank you, Estelle, for the comment and like kicking off the train of thought of like, why am I limiting myself to someday? Because I've been doing that for 3 years now, as we know. Like, I don't know, living in the basement in the last apartment. I was like, oh, someday when I'm not in the basement, I'll do more. And whatever. Stop somedaying yourself, everybody. I'm also going to keep, obviously, sharing my journey to financial independence. Like, that is super important. And real estate investing, I'm gonna share all of that with you guys, so don't worry. In fact, all of that stuff has really gotten more important than ever for me because, you know, both of my parents are now retired as of a couple years ago, and just, you know, they worked so damn hard to get to that point. You know, 65 years old, or 67 in my stepmom's case. No, maybe she was 66. I don't know, but like you work so damn hard, and then the health situations that have gone down since then, and you hear it all the time. Like, you can't. Ooh, work until you're 65 is bullshit, and woof. But I think the younger generations are figuring that out. Of course, the whole economic landscape is changing too, so that helps. Like the whole, like the digital world's here, obviously. I mean, you know, you got everyone trying to go off grid and get back to the homestead. But meanwhile, it's a really interesting time. Like, we're just hitting the tech, you know, the AI shit. It's like, what? We're going two separate directions. Like, I think we'll be fine, but it's just so interesting. Either way, no one wants to work till you're 65. That's some shit right there. It looks so fun. I would hurt myself. I have no idea what this video's cohesive point of it is, but hey, I'm gonna be doing things a little different going forward. Thank you for listening. You guys are so cool. Like, you just keep showing up for me week after week after week, and that's so amazing and beautiful, and I appreciate it so much. My goal for this really is just to be more authentic, because like I said, I'm not a boring person, so my videos should not be boring. So I apologize if you've had to sit through that, but you guys are the real ones. All right, I'm getting chewed alive by mosquitoes. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.